My People is proud to present the 40 Days 40 Fintechs, an initiative under its Include Everyone program, which is leading the way in advocating for technology that promotes financial inclusivity. Since 2020, we've profiled over 100 fintechs, and our latest season is shining a spotlight on those breaking down digital barriers and transforming lives for the better. Join us in this financial inclusivity revolution, presented with generous support from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Follow hashtag 40 Days 40 Fintechs, hashtag Level 1 Project to learn more and get involved in creating a brighter financial future for all.
The 4 Days for the Fintechs initiative continues to shine a spotlight on innovators that are using financial technology to serve the unserved and underserved people in Uganda and across Africa. On day 34 of the annual 4 Days for the Fintechs initiative season 5, we are glad to have a representative from Her Duuka, an e-commerce platform that is serving women in business. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Balitumye Felix from Computing Palace Technologies. That is an IT firm that is offering different services ranging from software development, website development, mobile application, ICT consultancy, and internship as a service.
Thank you, sir. Please talk to us about Her Duuka.
Regarding Her Duuka, in our initiative to make sure we have a financial inclusion in our services, we came up with an initiative that is called Her Duuka, a women in business e-commerce platform that is meant to make sure women who are doing business the native way, the analog way, take it to the next level of being digital. And that is what Her Duuka is basically doing, making sure we are breaking the barrier to access to technology to the women by getting onto Her Duuka, our platform, to make sure they are selling their products in a digital format.
All right. Take me through step by step. Who does Her Duuka serve? How do I get onto Her Duuka? What requirements are there?
As the word is Her Duuka, if I break it down into Luganda, Her Duuka is eduuka ly'omukyala. Her Duuka. That is where the name Her Duuka comes from.
A woman.
Yes,
a shop
please.
Owned by a woman.
By a woman.
Her Duuka.
Her Duuka. Now, when you get online, you register or you sign up as a lady who is having your business. Once you register, at the back end, the admin team approves you. Next is you to upload your products online. And when you upload them, automatically, since the platform is online, you're already being accessed globally. And when you have the product on, people who see the products, they can be able to go on, tap on the product they need, then after do the buying of the product. This way, behind the scene, the process, we are monitoring all that is being done by the person who has requested for a given product. Then once the approvals are done, we make sure we have that product which you who uploaded it online, or your product which is online, reaches the potential buyer.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Let us first talk about the onboarding. There are so many informal women in business with amazing products. How do you make sure they are onboarded? They are not tech savvy.
Yeah, when we reach out to you and realize the gap, the digital gap with you as a person, we take you through some basic digital skills to make sure you know. First is to let you know why you need the digital platform. 2 is to help you to make sure you upload the product. For the starter, we can help you, but along the way, for the sake of sustainability, we show you how to do it so that you can be uploading the product yourself. Yes, please.
Yes, again, someone might be in Zimbabwe, a lady with very good products, and she hears about Her Duuka, which means her shop. She might want to ask, is Her Duuka for free? If she's onboarded, because you have said it's her shop, does she own her shop for free online?
Definitely. Right now, we projected that we are having a pilot phase for 3 good years. Everyone we onboard at the moment, provided your products don't exceed 50, it is free. But once they exceed 50, there is a negotiable fee.
50 to mean number of items or the price?
The number of items. Once you exceed that, there is a negotiable fee that you pay. Yes, please.
Yes, I have heard you mention that you are in the pilot phase. When did you start this, and how many businesses have you onboarded during the pilot phase?
We started this in 2022. And regarding onboarding, we've onboarded, I've said, around 600 businesses for the start. And these ones are coming out of the people whom we registered on Her Duuka. No, the ones whom we took through the digital skills, because we always first make sure you have what it takes to be on Her Duuka.
So you are saying the 600 businesses that you have onboarded first went through digital literacy training before they were onboarded, so that they are comfortable using the platform?
Definitely. For sustainability, we made sure everyone whose product has to go on Her Duuka or your business. And surprisingly, there are some people whose businesses are not formally registered. But the person will have his own business. She's doing her own haggling of clothes. And she says, okay, now me, I always have my clothes here. So how can you support me? So we will register you online and make sure your products are there. Now, this one makes the matrix increase that I may give you around 600 businesses, but when it is out of the different people who are having small initiatives, which are in the name of business, and we take it to the next level that we encourage them to make sure they register with the URSB or whichever platform, because we want them to be formal. Yes, to formalize. And this is helping us out to know and to understand that there are many people out there who long to do business, but they are doing it in a very informal way. So Her Duuka is partly helping out to combat that issue.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Yes, I know that's from the point of the people that are selling products on Her Duuka. Let us look at the people that are buying. How do I buy? How do I pay? When do I get the product I've paid for?
Once you get on the platform and you access the product that you need, you just tap onto it and then you add it into the cart. Once you add in the cart, this way we get a notifier. So when you're convinced that, yes, this is what I need, you make the payment in a digital mode. Apparently, we are using mobile money, though we have on other platforms that we've set up when you go on the platform, that even if someone has a card, he can be able to make a transaction. After paying, then the product is delivered to you. Because we don't look at this instance where a product is moved, let me say, from Kampala to the farthest part of Wachiso, and it reaches there, then the phone number is off. That will be a loss to the seller. So we ensure that payment is done in advance. Yeah, how does it reach you? We have a team of dedicated people, who support to make sure it reaches out to you.
Yes, also allow me ask you this question. It is Her Duuka for women. So all the businesses are women-run and women-owned that are trading. Someone might want to ask, do they sell to only women?
Because when you go to the market, a man can buy, a woman can buy.
Yes, I wanted it to be clear.
Yes.
Yes, from you.
It is for all genders.
Okay.
Anyone can buy.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay, as a follow-up question again, someone might ask, why only women selling, but everyone buying?
The issue is we want to make sure there is bridging of the digital gap in the gender of women. That is why we made sure in the female gender, that's why I made sure we focus it onto the ladies so that we can bridge that gap. And to us, that is one of the ways of supporting this aspect of financial inclusion, that the women will adopt how to do it in the digital mode.
All right.
So,
You have mentioned,
yes.
You have mentioned that in the 2 years you have been operating, you have onboarded about 500, 600 businesses. From a customer point of view, like how many happy customers has Her Duuka served in the past 2 years, in estimation?
In estimation, we look at 1,000. Yes, please.
1,000 customers.
Yes, please. Her Duuka, we believe, is going to grow so much to the next level. As people ask for different products that we don't have, we made sure that to increase on the customer base, we will have more products put in the system. And we've been able to do that so that we can increase on the base of the customers.
All right. As Her Duuka takes these baby steps, what main challenges are you encountering?
First is the high illiteracy rate in the women themselves.
Literacy to
Digital,
mean
the
exactly.
digital literacy. When someone has a phone and can WhatsApp, can TikTok, at times the person feels like, yes, I
I've
know
made
it
it
all.
in life.
Yes, but the mindset of transacting digitally, the mindset of making sure I benefit out of this phone that I'm having or out of my skills which I'm having, which are digital, is still there, is still missing out, is inadequate. In fact, not missing, but is inadequate. And that is one area which we are addressing to make sure once people get to understand these digital skills, let them utilize them for the sake of making their lives better in business. So it is one area that we've identified. Two is the product range. When we began, we had some products that we knew these categories. Since we are having 100 categories, maybe we are good to go. But realize that since we are dealing with many people from all walks of life, we had to increase on the categories. When you go to Her Duuka, you realize we have about 500 product categories online there. A reason is we wanted to make sure we accommodate even those who could come. And they say, now, me, I'm not being accommodated because my category is not catered for in Her Duuka. The other issue is while we deal with different payment platforms and aggregation, sometimes the costs are high for some people when they are paying and somebody wants to pay in a given mode. So as Her Duuka, we found it also as a challenge to handle. And along the way, we've come up with a solution for it to make sure we combat it. Yes, please.
Thank you so much for your contribution to closing the gender diversity gap in digital and financial inclusion. Yes, as a returning participant in 4 Days for a Fintech initiative, how has this platform benefited you as Her Duuka and Computing Paris Limited?
We are really grateful for this platform. That one of the benefits we got was we participated when it was just 3 months old, when it had a couple of issues to handle. But through the mileage we got in the 40 days for the fintechs, many people had to get onto the platform and a couple of issues were raised. So it helped us to make sure we get better as Her Duuka. Secondly, in the competitive age where we are in this arena with many other players, some who are international, whom I won't mention by name, but they are also in ecommerce platforms. It also made us think loud and big to make sure Her Duuka is not only a Ugandan platform, but it is something that will aim to make sure it goes global. Then the other issue is whenever we are interacting with people who are better than us, it also helps us make sure we get better. And you have to admit, because there are some players who are in the industry and you know that, yes, this one is far ahead of me. So technologically, it helps us make sure we get better. And as I said earlier, regarding the way we think loud, that we think global, those are some of the key benefits. Then you spoke some time back, you shared with us about the Moja Loop initiative. And that one also made us think loud regarding our payment systems, making sure how can we mimic what this Moja Loop is all about to make sure in all the things that we do, not only for Her Duuka, we get better in such a format. Yes.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to hear that you are learning, unlearning, and relearning, and importantly, implementing what you are learning. In 2 minutes, and in your camera, please present a case as to why all women in business should market their products on Her Duuka, but even differently, as to why all customers should visit Her Duuka and support the over 600 women in business that are operating on there.
To the lady who is watching me or the woman who is watching, and you are into business, it's high time you come on board, because we are in a digital era and you cannot be left out. It's a world of possibilities. whereby if you have that idea of yours to start a business, you've not yet got a space where you are renting, Her Duuka can support you by getting online, and it is a digital shop on its own, so business can move on. Thirdly, while you're on Her Duuka, we make sure that we focus on the mindset of all that you're doing, do it with the financial inclusion aspect, because people lose out on the way businesses are meant to be maximized because they don't have some of these digital skills. So when you join Her Duuka and you have any issue regarding financial inclusion, we make sure we take you through how to bridge that gap. Thirdly, is as we are having a global audience and we intend to expand more, the market for your products won't only be focused to our nation, Uganda, but even globally, because we are working on some international partnerships that people in the US can be able to buy things that are being sold by a person in Uganda. So it's something that is so good for you to join and be part of Her Duuka to make sure we grow together to the next level in your business, where we are leveraging on the digital technology.
Thank you so much, sir. In this world of endless opportunities and possibilities, Her Duuka is closing the gender diversity gap by enrolling women in business on a digital e-commerce platform. This has been day 34 of the annual 4 Days for the Fintechs Initiative, Season 5. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon.